Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day before we begin the video. Please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers for Friday, April 25, 2025 are here. In tomorrow's episode, fans will see Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, learn Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Benard, prognosis. Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watros, pulls a dirty move. Meanwhile, Brooke Lynn Quartermain, Amanda Seton, calls out Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang. Keep reading and let's talk about what is coming up in the next episode of the ABC soap opera. Let's begin with Willow Tate Corinthos, Kathleen McMullen, who has traveled to Germany. Willow shows up at the burn clinic and excitedly asks to see her husband, Michael Corinthos, last played by Chad Duell. However, it is stated that Willow faces a roadblock. Of course, when Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, told Carly about Willow's plan, she took drastic action. Likely Willow is going to be denied access to her husband. Back in Port Charles, Friday's episode will feature Molly Lansing Davis, Kristen Vaganos, finding Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Muncy, commitment papers. Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grahn, decided against it last minute, but Diane Miller, Carolyn Hennessy, urged her to keep the papers just in case. Now Molly has discovered the papers. Molly tells Cody Bell, Josh Kelly, in a preview clip that she has to handle this immediately. A preview clip shows Christina reading documents and muttering, "What the hell is this?" Sounds like Alexis is going to have some explaining to do. But so is Christina if Molly ever finds out the reason the paperwork was drawn up in the first place. There is also Ava Jerome, Maura West, who tells Alexis that there needs to be a change in their payment arrangement. General Hospital spoilers for tomorrow reveal that Carly is alarmed when the medical team comes to talk to her. We know Sonny isn't getting killed off, but there is an attempt. However, just because Sonny survives doesn't mean there won't be any complications. At the hospital, Nina plays dirty. The blonde tells Portia Robinson, Brooke Kerr, that this is where she comes in. Will this plan help deal with Drew Kane, Cameron Matheson, or could there be unforeseen consequences? Brooke Lynn calls out Lulu as Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna, interrupts. Will Lulu and Brooke Lynn be forced to come clean about the adoption? There are only so many times one can cover. At some point, Dante will find out the truth about Giovanni Massa. Port Charles is on fire with tension this Friday as the fallout from recent events sends shockwaves across town. In the aftermath of Sonny Corinthos' brutal collapse, every second counts, and not everyone will make it out of this storm unscathed. What starts as a medical emergency turns into a full-on war for survival, both physically and emotionally, and the secrets spilling out threaten to permanently reshape lives. At the center of the chaos is Sonny Corinthos, whose condition continues to spiral. After what appeared to be a carefully orchestrated poisoning, Sonny was rushed to the hospital, barely breathing. Now, doctors are scrambling to stabilize the mob kingpin as his loved ones crowd the waiting room, desperate for answers. His inner circle, shaken and outraged, is divided between demanding justice and quietly wondering how this happened under their watch. For someone as powerful and prepared as Sonny, this kind of attack doesn't come out of nowhere, and Dante Falconeri is determined to find out who's behind it. Dante, reeling from the sight of his father clinging to life, is switching from son to detective in a heartbeat. His instincts are screaming that this was no random hit, and someone close to Sonny might be the betrayer. The deeper he digs, the more questions emerge, especially when timelines and stories don't quite add up. Could there be a mole in Sonny's inner circle? Is one of his allies secretly working against him? And more importantly, what if the betrayal hits closer to home than anyone imagined? As Dante's suspicions grow, so does the tension between him and Nina Reeves. Nina has been walking a razor's edge for months now, juggling her guilt over past mistakes with a desperate desire to make things right. But her most recent maneuver could blow everything to pieces. She's been meddling in Sonny's affairs behind the scenes, attempting to orchestrate a soft re-entry into his life through business and family. But someone has caught wind of her scheming, and they're ready to expose it. Nina's secrets may not have caused Sonny's medical emergency, but they're about to cause emotional ones. Carly Spencer is already on high alert, and she's not the only one keeping a close eye on Nina's movements. Ava Jerome, who's played both sides more than once, knows there's more going on with Nina than she's admitting, and she might use that knowledge have shifted recently, especially with Trina's heartache and Spencer's absence consuming her attention, but she hasn't stopped keeping tabs on her frenemy. If Nina's hidden agenda comes to light, her already fragile place in Sonny's life could be obliterated. Meanwhile, Christina Corinthos Davis is unraveling. Seeing her father unconscious and fading has reignited every fear she spent years trying to suppress. This isn't the same Sonny who guided her through dark times. This is a man on the brink, and Christina doesn't know how to cope. Making matters worse, she's already on an emotional roller coaster due to the pregnancy she's helping with as a surrogate for Molly and TJ. The stress of carrying someone else's child while watching her father nearly die is taking a dangerous toll. And with Molly focused on career chaos and TJ drowning in hospital pressure, Christina's feeling more alone than ever. Her emotional breakdown is brewing, and when it hits, it could have far-reaching consequences. Sources tease that Christina might start questioning whether she can continue with the surrogacy under these circumstances. And while she hasn't said anything aloud yet, both Alexis and Sam are picking up on the cracks in her foundation. Will Christina's family step in before she reaches a breaking point, or will her grief and anxiety push her into making a decision that changes everything? Back at the hospital, the Corinthos empire is in limbo. Brick is working overtime to trace the source of Sonny's poisoning, and what he uncovers might blow the case wide open. Early indications suggest this wasn't a mob hit in the traditional sense. It was calculated, personal, and possibly executed by someone with deep knowledge of Sonny's habits. That narrows the list down frighteningly. Could one of the 5 families have acted alone? Or is this a warning from an entirely new threat on the horizon? Elsewhere, Michael Corinthos and Willow are standing by, quietly shaken by the possibility that Sonny might not make it through. Michael's feelings toward his father have been complicated for years, but the idea of losing him is stirring emotions he didn't expect. And for Willow, who's barely recovered from her own health battle, the idea of more family tragedy is unbearable. They're also growing concerned about how this trauma is affecting Wiley. With so much unrest and uncertainty, the family's foundation feels shaky. And as if things couldn't get more tangled, Jocelyn Jacks and Dex Heller are stepping into dangerous territory. Dex, once Sonny's loyal soldier, is now watching the collapse from the outside, and it's killing him. Jocelyn wants to pull him away from the violence for good, but Dex can't just walk away, not when he knows the players and the risks. He's got a theory of his own about who's behind Sonny's poisoning, and he's willing to go rogue to prove it. But if he gets too close to the truth, he could be the next target. Friday's episode is promising to be one of the most explosive in recent memory. Every storyline is converging on Sonny's battle for survival, and the ripple effects are undeniable. Lives will change, allegiances will shift, and not everyone will come out of this with their relationships or their sanity intact. With Dante growing suspicious, Nina unraveling under pressure, Christina spiraling, and Dex charging into dangerous territory, Friday's drama is more than just a cliffhanger. It's the beginning of a reckoning. The big question remains: will Sonny Corinthos live to fight another day, or is Port Charles about to lose its most powerful force? And if Sonny goes down, who will rise to take his place? Tune in Friday to see the shocking twists unfold. And brace yourself, nothing will ever be the same. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our YouTube channel for more update news.